Yeah.
Welcome to the Rhinebeck Scoop. I am your host, Jennifer C. This radio show is produced by yours truly, Matty Rosenberg. And who's with me here today? Jennifer Hammoud at Radio Free Rhinecliff. Yes, say hi, Jen. Look at those Post-it notes. Oh my God. I like the sexy lace bra and the whole thing.
Can you see the bra? There
I can
we
see
go.
the bra.
This is the most revealing I have been, I think, ever in my whole life.
Well, you look good. It
Oh,
suits you. And I love the little hearts that you did for our Galentine's Valentine's Day episode. And of course, I forgot to quiet my phone. This is how it's going already. So let me just quiet my phone. Okay, there we go. And today is our Valentine's Day episode, but since it's Jen and I, we're going to be doing a Galentine's Day episode, which is kind of fun. And we are recording remotely. So if you can see us on video, if you see us on Reels, that is my home in the back, and you can see my little home studio. So kind of fun. And we have the fourth guest today, or the third guest today, which is, well, actually the fourth. We have Jen's boobs and we have my boobs. So if you take a look on video, you can see some good boobs. I think that's kind of fun.
I mean, each and every one is a gift.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely. And I don't know if we're going to get this video up on YouTube because I think Matty's traveling, but we'll be working on that more consistently as the year progresses. However, you will see reels. So definitely on Instagram, you will see this up. Let's start with some Valentine's Day Boujee Banter. So, are you a romantic, Jen?
I was a romantic, and there are parts of me that are still a romantic. But, you know, as we age and mature, maybe our ideas of what's romantic has changed.
Okay, so what's your idea of romantic now?
Well, it's very different from when I was 19. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
What's my idea now? I like to do experiences. So like I know that this sounds kind of corny, but I kind of like to do stuff. Like I want to go to a museum, or I want to go to Upstate Films. I want to experience something with somebody and then have that shared experience and then talk about it. You know, women, they like to talk to everything to death. So that's, yeah, it's not like this. It's not like, you know, ice cubes and whipped cream and, you know, things of one's youth.
Yeah. The Twilight stuff.
And what about you?
So I discussed this with Craig the other night because I was like, am I a romantic? And he said to me, you're not really romantic, but you're thoughtful. And I think he's more of the romantic. He does more romantic things, but I don't have that, you know, I need 1,000 roses for the proposal or anything like that. I don't have anything like that. But I think, kind of what you're saying, as you get older and you progress, the thoughtfulness, I think, is what counts. Mm-hmm. And that's where I'm at. So what is the most romantic gesture anyone has done for you or you've done for anyone?
That's a very good question. I remember last year I talked about Valentine's Day and my family, and those are my fondest Valentine's Day memories. They're not traditional romance, but I think that those are the ones that stay in my brain and burned in my brain in terms of I'll tell my quick story again, and I swear this is like the top. And it really is about thoughtfulness. So when I was in 9th grade, everybody in homeroom got flowers. Every single person got a flower. Pink, white, or red carnations. And I got none. 0. I was like the biggest loser, and I was, you know, I couldn't cry right then and there, but I was so upset. And I really just was like, how could this be? And then I went home. My brother's 5 years younger. And I cried, and this is before cell phones, he called my dad at work and said, we have to do something. She's inconsolable. And they went out and they went out and they bought me flowers. And then I felt like a little bit like a princess, and I was much better.
Yeah,
and then from that point forward, I didn't really like Valentine's Day. So
I get that. That was ninth grade, right?
Ninth grade. Very impressionable time.
Very impressionable time. So I get that. Okay, I'm getting that. I got you. I think, and by the way, that's a really platonic romantic gesture.
Right?
It's a good one. It's a really
The early
good
men
one.
in my life were very, very kind to me.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. So I'm going to talk about the romantic gestures I've done and what has been done for me.
All right, I'm ready. I think this will be spicier than mine.
You ready? You ready? So
I am so ready.
I bone my husband, and I think a lot American women don't do that, and I think that is absolutely romantic in today's
What
day.
did you say?
I fuck my husband.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I thought you said you phoned him.
Bone. I said bone.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to do
That
better
makes
with
more
the
sense.
swearing for YouTube. I'm trying to do better with the swearing for YouTube and Instagram. But yes, I fucked my husband, and I
Okay, well,
think
that's
that's
a good
pretty
start.
romantic. Yeah, it is a good start. And then what we did on my birthday, my last birthday, is we visited a fun spot for him as a surprise. So he thought I was setting something up for myself, but it was actually for him. And I thought that was nice.
That is nice.
And then I leave magnetic letter messages on the fridge for him, just cute little things. And one of the last ones I put was dry humping is fun. So things like that. I do things like that as well. So yeah, I think I can be pretty romantic. And for me, we recently had an ice storm. What was it, yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. We recently had an ice storm. And I usually don't go to the doctor, but I don't like messing around with my heart, and I had to go to the cardiologist for something. So my first cardiologist appointment took me 3.5 months to get. I had to wait 3.5 months. And I was like, fuck, it's during this ice storm. And he drove me during the ice storm, in the height of the ice storm. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I would definitely dry hump somebody for doing that.
We totally did on the way home. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then he buys me a lot of gifts and flowers. So that's really nice. I think he's very good at that. Now, Jen, I had a few listeners DM me. And when I posed this question to them, and they gave me some really interesting responses. One said that her husband did a hot air balloon ride for romance. And I would say no thank you to that. That sounds absolutely awful. Have you ever been on one?
No.
I've never been on one, and I've
No.
heard all it is fire next to you while you're trying to be romantic, and it's just it's loud as fuck, so it just whoosh the whole time, and I've heard it's just not fun. It's not
Well,
worth
maybe
it.
if you've been with your partner for a really long time, it gives you an excuse not to communicate with each other.
There's that. There's definitely that. But it's like this guy sitting in between you just like making the thing go. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't sound fun. Someone else wrote in and said, I was proposed to at the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was really cool. I'm like, oh, that's a nice proposal. That's kind of cool. And then someone else wrote in and said, before we were living together, my husband walked 2 miles in a blizzard in the middle of the night to get to my apartment.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding,
That's
ding,
the winner.
ding. That's the winner, but that's also called a booty call. From you know, he wanted it. He was like,
Fuck the winter.
I know, but like he was ready, man. He was ready for her. And
That's
I have
funny.
to say, the most romantic thing that surprised me and shocked me, Jen, this is a listener who DM'd me and asked if I could do a shout out for his wife because they listened to the Rhinebeck Scoop.
Oh my God.
Isn't that amazing?
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so here is the shout out. Diane, this is from Ryan. I love you so much and thank you for being the best wife and mother. For Valentine's Day, let's have butt sex.
Really? That's what they
No,
sent
I
you?
added the last part.
That's pretty bold.
I thought Ryan would enjoy that. I was, listen, he's doing me a favor by engaging in this radio show. So I'm going to do him a favor. So
Goodness
Diane,
gracious.
you have a great husband. Just let him have your butt tonight and it's all good. Right, Jen? Okay, never mind. All right, so we're going to do a little commercial. Remember, you guys, if you're listening, give us 5 stars wherever you listen, write a really nice review, and also tell a friend. I have to say, I've been surprised. Jen, I know you gave me a text message. I also got a couple other text messages by surprise saying, oh, people are telling me about the Rhinebeck Scoop and how much they like it. And it's really funny because no one knows my name. Everyone just knows me as the woman who does the Rhinebeck Scoop. But I think that's kind of cool that no one knows who I am and knows my name. I mean, I think that's kind of cool. So anyway, do that all for me and you will get some more butt sex. Okay. Do you...
Or breasts.
Or breasts, yes. You guys, I wanted to buy actually. Now, if you're looking at me on video, you can see my boobs are amazing and they're much bigger than people think. And but I wanted to actually wear something skimpier, Jen.
Really?
Yeah, and I just wasn't able to get to the place I wanted to get to buy something skimpier. So next time or for the next holiday, I'm going to wear something even sexier.
Okay, this is all I've got in my wardrobe, so you're going to have to do the work for both of us.
You look sexy. I have to make Matty as uncomfortable as humanly possible.
That's not hard.
That's probably not hard. No. Okay, now we get on to the really good questions, or the good question, and I got 2 responses on this. 2 private responses. Do you have any fetishes?
Are you asking me?
Yes, ma'am.
I looked up fetishes to see if I had any, and it turns out that humiliation is a fetish. I don't really have that as a fetish. I think it just sort of comes naturally because I'm shy. But I don't think I have a fetish. I think I just enjoy sex, but I don't specifically think about what that means. It's just sort of it's just very I like to have it.
Yeah,
but that's not really a fetish.
Right. You don't need the whole production of little people putting ping pong balls up your ass or anything like that.
I mean, don't knock it till you try it, but I haven't been there yet.
I haven't been there yet either. I think that's
little
too
people putting ping pong. Is that a fetish?
I don't know. I just made it up. I have no idea. Just came to me. I don't know what is wrong with this mind. Honestly, I need help. I know. I need a lot of help. But that's what came to me when I heard the word fetish and you talking about it. But no,
that's me.
Okay. I don't like anything complicated like that. Do you know what I mean? Where it takes a big production for me to orgasm. I don't need the whole, I'm like you. I'm just okay, let's do something spicy and sexy and whatever. I don't need the whole thing.
Just give me a hug and I'm a happy gal.
Just fuck me and it's all good. Yeah.
Let's
go. Exactly. See, we're 2 middle-aged women. We know what we're talking about.
Although it is nice when somebody showers and they smell nice and they have cologne on.
Does your man not shower?
No, he does, but not all, it's not all the time, but I think that's a nice thing.
I have to say, I do like a real, manly, sweaty man sometimes.
Musk.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a good musk. Summer musk is way better than winter musk. I'm going to just put it out there.
I think you're right. It's the beer and the pheromones. It just projects from the body. But yeah, sometimes I do like a nice sweaty husband. Sometimes that's kind of sexy. So but I do get what you're saying. It is nice, men, when you shower. Any single men listening to this, shower, especially if it's a new relationship.
If you want your woman to be naked in heels, the least you can do is shower.
I agree. Jen,
right?
you are serving it today. You were serving it. My God, fuck Matty. Forget him. Oh my God, it's just us. I love it. All right, so you do want to hear my 2 fetishes?
You have 2? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so the first fetish is I would love... Okay, Craig's listening. If I were single, I would love to have sex with a deaf man.
Okay.
I think sign language is so sexy. I think there is something really sexual that turns me on with sign language. I had lived in a place, in an area where there were a lot of deaf people. I think I found out they had a deaf college or something like that. And I was young at the time. I mean, I was 23, 24. And these men were my age. And I never, ever conquered that mountain. I never went there because I was so intimidated because no one was speaking. I would see them on the subway and they were all doing sign language and I didn't know sign language. So I don't know how to, go up and hit on a deaf person if you don't know sign. Like, I mean, I guess you could. I guess the international symbol of I like you or I think you're cute, but I just never knew how to do it. So I never knew how to execute it. But
they have books that Craig can read, and he can cobble together like cookie.
I love.
No, this is more cookie.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. That's actually a really good role play. That I really, really like that. Exactly. And then my other fetish. Okay, this one's a little weird and out there. Is again, I've never conquered this, but I would totally do it if I were single. I think prosthetics are sexy. Do you know, like when someone has a fake arm or a fake hand or fake leg?
Yep, I know what a prosthetic is. Yep.
Okay. I think for some reason that turns me on. I don't know what it is.
The body wants what the body wants.
I know. And I think it's because it's just so different. I think it's so futuristic and so robotic. That it doesn't bother me at all. And I think it'd be cool to be like, hey, do you mind taking off your leg and then we can go at it? You know what I mean? Like I would have no problem with that.
Okay.
As long as our dick worked, we're fine. We're absolutely fine.
If you gave me a list of things, those two would not have risen to the surface. So it's really good to get to know you. On each episode, I get to know a little bit more about Jennifer C.
Yeah, and Jennifer C is a little nuts, but that's okay. That's fine. But I think if it were a different parallel universe, I would now with having much more confidence as a middle-aged woman, I would be going after that. And I would be learning sign language.
It's not too late.
No, except I'm married. And
he can learn sign language with you.
That's true. He can. I know.
There's something called YouTube.
Yeah, we could do it.
And then I'd like a full report afterwards.
Absolutely. So this next one I want to talk about as well. 2 listeners DM me privately and they gave me 2 of their fetishes and the one was really good. Number 1 is role-playing scenarios. Do you like role-playing?
Did they say what kind of scenarios?
No, they just said role-playing scenarios.
Okay.
What do you think?
Thoughts? Like I said, I'm a simple gal.
Okay, you're a simple
I'm not
gal.
I'm not really that creative. I mean, like even right now, I'm trying to think of a scenario that one could role play, and I don't know, like it's not coming to me. You mean like
I love role playing,
what is like a hello, and somebody comes to the door, and then you're like, oh my god, like I don't know, I'm trying to think of like people's.
You've watched way too many 80s porns.
I don't know. Actually, I haven't, but I've heard that this is what you do.
Okay, so for me, I love role playing. I think it's fun. I think so. A role play is like my husband's a pilot, right? So like I'm a pilot, or he's a pilot, and I'm a passenger, and I go up to the cockpit. You know what I mean? And I need some instructions.
But this was real life. That's what you guys did. I feel like that's not really role play. Yeah, that's what I thought you did.
Or he's in a hotel. And I go up to him or he comes up to me. It's more me doing it and then him playing along because he just wants to get laid. Like he's not one to initiate.
He's not stupid.
Yeah, no, he's not stupid. So yeah, I think role playing is fun. And he also, his middle name's Craig. His first name is actually Thomas. So he goes by Tom or Craig. So in role playing scenarios, I love to say Tom. You know what I mean? Like Tom, chauffeur Tom. Uber driver, Tom, like stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. I can see the appeal, especially if you're using another name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does he wear wigs
another name
for you?
He doesn't. He doesn't, but I'm big into pretending I'm younger than I am, too. That turns me on. It's like, I don't know what he thinks about it, but it turns me on. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Jessica. I'm 25, like that kind of thing. And so I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's a writer in me, the fiction writer in me. I just like doing it. Yeah. So I whoever wrote to me and said role playing, cannot agree with you more. Best thing ever. And you guys, for those of you who your relationship, you're looking for a little bit of spice, I have to say on this Valentine's Day, I'm going to give 2 recommendations. One is role playing. And the second one is change your location of having sex.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Change your
100%.
location. Change your location. We have drive-ins here. We have 2 drive-ins. I don't think they're around in the winter.
Oh, you meant public?
Oh, never mind.
I just meant a different room in the house.
Oh, shit.
No, but both are acceptable.
Both are acceptable. Like, definitely make sure you have the blackout in your car and you can go into the back seat so no one sees you. And, do it that way because you never know if a family's next to you or something like that. So I highly recommend that. Not that I've ever done that, but I'm just saying I've heard people have done it. And then do you like having sex in a car?
I don't like having sex in the car, but I was young once. And that was the only alternative. And so there was a lot of car sex in different places, particularly parking garages.
Oh, wow, Jen. I have so much respect for you right now.
It really wasn't a lot of respect. If you're young and you both live with your parents and you have no money, like, what are your options? It's car sex.
Yeah. See, you know what? I know a lot of people who say that. I missed out on that phase because the people I was dating, their parents were never home.
Oh.
Or the one guy I was dating when I was 17, the parents let us have sex in the house.
Oh, that's
they didn't care. They would get us condoms. We would shower together. They just wouldn't care.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a very progressive household. And then the other guy, his parents were always out, and my parents were out to a certain time too. So I don't know. Yeah, I missed out on
sneak. So the part of the excitement is the sneak.
It is, yeah. And we would have to sneak before they came home and all that. But I missed out on, like, everyone I talked to our age is like, oh, the car sex thing. Yeah, I'm kind of over it because I did it when I was, a teenager. And I never really had that experience because I was doing it in the house. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. So now you have to make up for lost time.
Now I have to make up for lost time. Again, hence pretending I'm 18 in these role plays that turns me on. The second fetish is, I love this one, licking ass. Someone actually wrote to me and said they love to lick ass. And I have to say to that person, God bless. We need more of you. I think it is a lost art. And it was a man who, I'm not going to say who, of course, but it was a man who wrote, and I think was talking about a woman and, doing it to a woman. And I just have to say, I think that's a beautiful skill. And I'm proud of him for admitting that.
I mean, look, I want people to feel turned on, feel lovely in their bodies, have robust, healthy, good sex. Whatever makes people happy, like, I couldn't be happier for you. As long as it's 2 consenting adults.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. That's cool with me.
Well, I just commend this person on being brave and admitting it, and I think it's awesome. And Rhinebeck, you are sick fucks, and I love it. I love every second of it. So there you go.
I love that somebody wrote that to you.
I know.
I love that. Wow.
I know. And the account who wrote, I'm not going to tell any details, there was no picture, and it was like a nickname. So I couldn't even tell you, who the person was, even if I wanted to. But I'm proud of that person. Anyway.
Cool.
Moving on, my sweet of the moment is I am making my first official appearance at Women's Networking Wednesday at Gigi Trattoria tomorrow night, because this airs on February 11th. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, February 12th, starting at 5 p.m. It goes till 7:30 p.m. If you want to meet me, you have to RSVP to Gigi's because they need to know how many people are coming, just to be fair. producer Jen Hammoud right here with the beautiful boobs. She is my official date, and she told me she's going to bring her sexy for me. And since I'm usually shy and uncomfortable at these networking events, I'm glad you're coming with me, Jen. But I'm putting myself out there, so I'm really excited about that. Come buy Jen a drink. I don't drink. And worship at my feet.
Okay. Well, they can buy you something to eat, and I'm not drinking because
you're still not drinking?
Well, I drink on the weekends a little bit, but no, I'm really trying a lifestyle change.
I'm very proud of you. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. I hate it. I fucking hate the sobriety, but I'm trying. So I won't be drinking either, but I'm very chatty and I'm always hungry. So you can come and join us for a bite to eat.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and you can buy me food too. I like food. Okay. And the GG fries, which are my favorite, they are cooked in peanut oil, so I can eat them.
Delish.
So, okay, so that is tomorrow night. So check it out. And then my sour, this one's more for Matty because, Jen, I'm going to have to explain this one to you. I mean, you're very smart. Okay. You'll understand, but it's very tech. But I had a meltdown probably last weekend because, okay, we all know how TikTok was taken away. Mm-hmm. No one is talking about CapCut. So ByteDance owns not only TikTok, but something called CapCut. CapCut is the best video editor for Reels you can possibly have. And nothing compares to it. Nothing. I've tried InShot. I've tried other things. Nothing compares. It's that good. And everyone who is a real creator, and I'm starting to do that, uses CapCut. And they shut that down too. It's a long story, but I messed up on something. The app was taken away, couldn't get it back because you cannot download it. If you're in the US, they won't let you download it. It's a whole thing. I tried to pay for my subscription. They won't let me pay for it because I'm in the US. So I had to go on, do a VPN. Then I had to pretend like I'm from Dubai. And then I'm allowed to use it. Then I can finally use it if I change my location. So it's a whole thing. I had a meltdown. For those of you who are also creators and use CapCut, I feel you. It has been hell for all of us. Instagram is coming out with their own editor, which no one thinks is going to be as good as CapCut, probably similar to CapCut, but not as good. So it's just, everyone's talking about the TikTok. No one's talking about the CapCut, which is also affecting millions upon millions of people. So yeah, that's been a real stressor for me because I took the time to learn it and it's just been so yeah, that's how I cut my reels for this show. That's how I do everything for this show. Very frustrating. So for those of you who are feeling my pain, get a VPN, pretend you're in Dubai, and that's that's all I can tell you to do. So there you go. My little rhinos, happy Valentine's Day. Jen, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for being my date today, and then you'll be my date on Wednesday. Remember to buy your honey Valentine's Day gifts right here, or right where Jen is, at the Epicurean. I have to say, so the last time I bought my husband this lager, this beer, and he loved it. And I can't remember the name, and I meant to ask you, Jen, but they have really good selection of beer there. And every time I go and I get my husband something, he loves that. Also buy the salted caramels. They come in a little 4-pack right by the register. They're called Farmhouse, I believe.
Farmhouse chocolates. And they are so good too. And other stuff. I mean, I buy so many things there. I buy salads and I basically do my grocery shopping there. Such a great place for gifts for Valentine's Day. I'm not kidding. So definitely check out the Epicurean. Make sure to do that. Give them some love. You can leave me a voicemail at 845-307-7446 or email me at comments@radiofreerhinecliff.org. And follow me at Free Spirit Jennifer C. I'm going to do a Valentine's Day post on how to sext your man with spicy photos. So don't miss that. That's coming up this week. The next episode will drop Tuesday, February 25th. And supposedly we have a guest that committed. We will see if that happens. Until then, happy Valentine's Day, my little scoopers. Love you, RBK. Love you, Jen. Love you.
Yeah.